Welcome back to ComfortTV.channel. This is Ladies Hangout, your favorite place where the ladies come to talk about ourselves and everything that concerns us. We're welcoming you to another delightful episode. This is also your cozy corner on the internet where we come to unpack everything between life, love, and all that concerns our gender as females. I'm your host, Faith Kevin, and I've got two amazing, beautiful ladies with me here in the studio to unpack all we have for you today. Remember to give this video a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. I'm so delighted for this episode because we'll be discussing gender roles and how they've evolved, talking about in the modern time. So unpack this with me. I've got Gold right here with me. Hi, Gold.
Hello.
It's good to have you on Ladies Hangout.
Thank you.
And I've got Victoria. She'll be joining us today. Hello, Victoria.
Hello.
Hi. I must say they're looking very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we're so excited to be here. It's going to be a spicy discussion, and I'm super ready if you are. So we're going to start with something big, talking about gender roles, basically the role of a man and the role of a woman. Of course, we know over time that all these have evolved with the times changing, perceptions are changing, and roles that were considered traditional for men are now being undertaken by the females, and roles that were traditional for females are now being undertaken by the men. It's getting to a point where the lines are getting blurry. We don't even know what is what or who is what, but we know life is moving. So we're here to unpack how much this movement has been going on and how it affects us, especially in today's modern world. So I'm going to start with this. Coupled with the fact that they say much responsibility, to whom much is given, rather, much is expected. Since the women are now towing the line, shoulder to shoulder with the men as regards roles, and we're trying to blur the lines between gender roles, do you think that the women are expected to do more than ever these days? I'll start with Gold.
Thank you, Mother. Especially in our present climate, everybody is trying to stay ahead. Nobody is waiting for anybody to provide or give you anything now. Nigeria is changing. The world at large is changing. If you sit down and wait for someone to come and save you, you're going to die there. So, yeah, definitely. The world is
changing. Women are now expected to do more than ever. It's gone beyond just staying home, having babies, caring for the house. I think that's what brought up this question. Women ask, what are you bringing to the table? Before now, nobody cared about that. They just say, hey, just come, have my kids, be a woman, just have the house. I'll feed you. I'll take care of you. But now men are looking for women that would... Okay, absolutely. She said it. Women are also expected to excel at work. All right, look at this now. Aside working, as you said, nobody's coming to save you, Victoria. We also see that these same women are also expected to deliver 100% in the home front. I'm talking of wife and mother roles, aside making money too. Don't you think that's too much to handle?
Literally, it is. It is too much to handle. Considering where we are now, considering the world, we've grown beyond the 90s, the 80s, where we expect a woman to just be in the kitchen. These days, a woman is not just in the kitchen. If as a woman I'm contributing to the house, yes, I'm not actually trying to take your place as a man. But since I've decided to support you in the house, and doing things and not being the housewife, you should also support me when it comes to the kitchen. I'm not telling you to actually be the stay-at-home or the house husband, but you can help out in cleaning with the kids and one or two.
So you're saying if a woman is left to handle all of this, it's too much?
It's too much.
It's a lot.
A lot.
All right. Also, talk about the girl boss tag. When someone says she's a boss, some women are delusional. They actually think it means I should be able to handle all of this, and that if I cannot handle all of this, it makes me less of a woman. Do you think that's true?
Good.
No, it doesn't make you less of a woman. In the world there are many things that make up a person. What's your putting out, like your work, those things are just they are just output. Do you understand? It's not what makes you a better. Your personality, the people you surround yourself with, and different things make you a woman. So whether you're meeting up with, and if we're being honest, you said this, target yourself.
Of course.
Yes, it's just the pressure we've put on ourselves and
society as well.
Okay, yes, society too. But if we are being honest, when we've looked around, like I said earlier, nobody wants to wait. And you know that as women, when we want to do something, we make sure we are perfect in
At it, yeah.
So if we are now saying, oh, we are going to work, that's why it looks as if women are most people say, oh, my female boss is not like my male boss, I own is too much this, and that is just how we are as women. We want things to
give our best.
Yes, we want to put everything, and I understand when it looks as if this is where I've placed the pedestal for what I'm going to achieve and I'm not there. It looks as if I'm failing, I'm not woman enough, but that is not true. As far as you're going out, doing what you're meant to do, you're working.
Showing up.
Yes, all these things, there are steps to it. Achievements comes in steps. You to sit back and tell yourself, was I here before? This is not where I was before. I'm working. Definitely there is growth. That is what you should be focused on. The problem is don't be hard on yourself, or whether you've gotten to that place or not. Look at yourself and check, is there growth? If there's growth, you are fine.
Well, anyways, Victoria, I think I beg to differ a bit, because people would say, before now, women were not at the drawing table. The men had the table, while we had our home front. We were the ones who stepped up and say, hey, what a man can do, a woman can do it better. So why should you suddenly be needing support? Because you are the one who wants to make money. You want to contribute to the house. You want to support, Why is it now a lot to combine that with taking care of the home, taking care of the children, taking care of the house? Why is it a lot? Doesn't it mean that we are being fussy or...
No, we are not. Okay, let's take this a little bit different. Coming to the Bible. The Bible said the man will be the head and the woman will be the neck. That means the neck is there to support the head. So we're here to support. We want to do this because we want to support you. We're not
because we want to take
we're
over.
not here because we want to take over or take your place. We just want to support you so that it will go better. Two good heads are better than one, right? They say. So we know that when we bring our own contribution and bring our own effort, it will go faster and it will make it better. That's just what we're trying to do. So we need that help. We are trying to support you. So it's not left for you to now accept the support and now let us work together to achieve something better.
To add to what she said, when in terms of relationship, and especially when it has come to marriage, there's a family, we are building a home together.
We're working together.
We are two different people coming together as one to make our family just stay above the economic waters now. You understand? So when I say I'm coming to help, it's not that you're not doing well.
Yes.
It's just to help lift you and make up, because have you seen the price of school fees? The price of things in the market, if we're depending on one person, we will just be living from hand to mouth.
Yeah.
So we're just coming to help. And like she said earlier, as I'm bringing my own help financially, career-wise, you too, you help domestically.
Makes it balanced.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you heard it here from the ladies on Ladies Hangout. Yes, they're saying that we said we want to help out. We didn't say we want to take over your roles as men. And the men should stop being vindictive by trying to measure equal roles. I say, you think you can do it? Oh yeah, now make money and manage the home front. After all, when the man was out there making the money, was he managing the home front? No. So if I'm coming in to help you make some more money, you should also help me cover up more ground with work.
Yeah.
All right, that begs to this conversation we're having about stay-at-home dads. That's the trend now. We're hearing about stay-at-home dads. I even hear about the culture where the men are also giving leave paternity
Yeah,
leave, just
yeah.
like the females.
Yeah.
You know, you're asked to go home and spend time with your wife and care for your baby and your wife at the same time. I saw a clip thereabout on social media. It was a very funny sight to see because I could see fathers carrying babies on these packs, you know, while the woman walked free with her bag, and it showed a very supportive. But I was like, is this realistic? It looked strange because I'm not used to seeing that. So that begs the question, good. Do you think this stay-at-home dad is a good idea, or is something that we should really push for?
I would say it depends on the people in the relationship. All these things depend on the people in the relationship. It might work for them and not work for me. But if there's a situation where the wife is so career invested and her income is capable to sustain the home very well, and they do not mind, why not? If it works for you, why not? Do you understand? Just like there are still people, even in the present economic situation, there are still stay-at-home moms. So yeah.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
It might look weird to us.
Of course,
but
it looks very weird
It looks
and
weird,
funny.
but if it works for you, who are we?
No, but okay, let me ask Victoria. Victoria, when you hear stay-at-home dad, what picture comes to your mind? Just paint the picture for us exactly the way your mind is telling you. When you hear stay-at-home dad, what just comes to your mind?
You're lazy. This lazy man out here doesn't know.
It means a lazy man. So once you hear stay-at-home dad, you just picture a lazy man lying on the couch doing nothing. But when you hear stay-at-home mom, what comes to your mind?
A lot is involved.
Tell us, please. Tell us.
A lot is involved. Okay, the fact that we are used to those our 80s and 70s belief that a man should go out there and make the money while the woman stays at home. A man
And takes care of the house.
A man should be the head and not the tail. So with that kind of orientation, when you see a man that wants to relax, you feel he's not man enough. You feel he's not.
Can I come in?
Wait, before you come in. Okay, fine. When you said stay-at-home dad lies on the couch all day doing nothing, there are kids involved, right? The kids are going to mess themselves up. He's going to clean them.
Okay.
He's going to touch up in the kitchen a little bit, make sure the kitchen's tidy, right? Is that not?
It depends on the man.
Because let's define this stay-at-home dad before we support it.
It depends
or
on the
debunk it.
man.
For me, I believe a stay-at-home dad means that you stay at home and take care of the kids because you have more time
than the lady,
than the wife. Do you understand? Maybe her job is more demanding and she has to be out there all the time. So you cover up on the home front. No, it doesn't make you less of a man. Maybe you could also have a side job that you can do from home. But if it means you're not going to be doing anything but taking care of the kids, I think that's a different conversation altogether.
There are also women like that. I think, just like you said, when you're staying at home, you have to be relevant at home. If the woman is the one going out and doing everything, and you're at home, then you're doing that thing you expect. Society, that's in society expects stay-at-home moms to do.
But I see some families where that I think is a very big case of discussion now, where a man posted something on social media. He says, so as a man, you expect her to go out there, work, make money, come back, still cook, clean,
then just like
and take care of the house.
You are just a lazy man because if you're not helping, if you're not relieving that burden of coming back and then being domestic, cooking, cleaning, looking after the kids, doing homework for them, and all, if you're staying at home and all this are not being allowed, then you're not doing anything at home. Go out and
so that's why I wanted us to clarify this. Please, a stay-at-home dad is not a man who lies on the couch all day doing nothing. A stay-at-home dad is one who takes care of the home while the wife is away. And taking care of the home this time around means maybe things like taking the kids to school or getting them back from school, making sure they're fed during lunch and cleaning them up if there is a need to, and maybe touching on the dishes or even cooking. You know,
everything you have expected your wife
to do
when she's
home. Yeah, you do it because she's the one making all the money. Why do I feel weird saying this, Victoria? I can't explain.
Because you're used to the rigid
traditional. So now, in a setting like ours, this makes the man feel diminished. Yes, ego is involved here because of the strict gender role. This is a woman's job. But really, who defined this? Who defined all this? Is it God? Is it a person? Because as God says, if the woman has a job that can bring in enough money to cater for the home, and let it not be that maybe the man is not looking for a job, but maybe he has a personal venture, maybe something he's doing for passion, and her income can cover the family comfortably. Do you think the man has any need to want to bother with going to sweat it out? Like, I mean, it's his manly duty.
If it's something, if you don't feel okay being at home, please go out, bring your own money. There are definitely people that we can source this thing out for. But
okay, we can outsource the children's care.
Not the children's care. If we are both working, the children's care is on both of us.
That's what I'm saying. Someone has to.
No, you
look
don't.
out for the children.
You don't necessarily. Do you necessarily have to stay at home mom, stay at home dad, or stay at home moms? You are home all through. But there are situations, especially now, where both parents are career
oriented people.
You know how to balance your home. You work.
It means you have to outsource children care. That's just what it means automatically. You have to outsource caregivers. And all of this,
but still be involved, because when we are saying outsourcing your children care, we are not
doesn't mean upbringing.
Yeah, please.
Well, just like God says earlier, it depends on what works for the man and the woman. The both of you coming together to actually put your head together and say, wait, this is our home. We're working together as a team. How can we make this home succeed? And how can we make it move forward, you know? So if the man has a job that doesn't pay as much, but still takes his time, and yours pays higher enough to come to take the care, the financial care of the home, would you advise the woman to tell the man to quit his job so that he can pay attention to the children? Maybe they are still in their formative years and you might not be able to afford a caregiver at that time. It's going to strain the family income.
I'm not advising anybody to tell your partner to quit or not to quit, because the responsibility of raising these children is on both of you.
Let me paint the scenario again. The both of you are working. Your job pays better. The kids are in their formative years. They need an extra eye to care for them. Her job is taking much of her time, but yes, pays better. We cannot afford a caregiver.
If your job is paying better, why can't we afford? If you're making it...
No, maybe just enough to pay for the kids' tuition, food, but we don't have that extra.
It means we're not even doing well to tell you to stay at home.
I won't advise you to stay at home.
So what do we do with the kids?
Like I said, the responsibility.
We come together. We're going to have this plan and sort it out ourselves. Know how
both of us are doing a 9 to 5.
We'll find a way. That's why we're involved.
They're finding a way how. Who will the kids spend time with? Okay, what if it's inevitable that one person has to make that sacrifice?
I believe in situations like this, because if you're suggesting to another person to stay at home, this person is also working. It's better when someone volunteers.
You're thinking about family. You're thinking about
yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Honey, would you consider quitting your job? It's not paying as much, and it's taking a whole lot of your time. I earn more.
If he tells you that, won't you feel bad?
I earn more. We're making this decision for the family. Hello.
No, I'm not advising anybody to tell another person to stop. If it's coming from a place of sacrifice, the person say, "Oh, you're doing better than me. You're bringing more. Let me."
Yes.
That is.
But saying you have to is a no.
And like you said, we are not financially. I'm making more, but if we can't afford,
that means we need both of us to actually more hands, more effort.
If this person is working, this person is working, our money put together, we can probably afford a daycare where these children can stay, or probably a nanny. Do you understand? Yes. But then when I know that, I'm making more than you, but still we can't afford this help or something like that, then why are you telling someone to stay at home when the person is already working?
All right, that's that on finance. We're moving on to the emotional, expressive side.
Yeah.
Yes, who are the emotional ones?
They said it's women.
They said, but I think men are more emotional than
They
women.
are, but
It's just that
they know how
women,
to.
we just we know how we express
Exactly what I
our
want to say. They know how to
of
shield
day.
themselves.
Yes,
You understand?
and that's what the
So that is just
society has
different.
given to them.
That is
Society
the
expects
difference.
men to be strong, don't cry.
So why is it that when a man expresses his emotion openly, we celebrate him? But when a woman expresses her emotion, she's called a drama queen, drama doll. I can't even begin to list all of the names. So what is the difference here?
That is what, like Victoria was saying. If they say women are more emotional, which I don't agree to. I think women express more. Men shield better.
Cover theirs.
Yes, they cover theirs better. So when someone expresses,
yes.
in fact, they
It
try
takes
to
a
make
lot, courage and everything for him to actually do that. But we can just do
We're all
it anyhow.
emotional.
But I've heard a man say that the women keep saying they want an emotionally expressive man, a man who opens up. But when you open up, see finish enters.
If you're dealing with someone that is seeing you finish because you are expressing your emotions,
People like that
then
man
person-
is such a baby,
Such a
and then
woman.
you hear, yeah, like you know, and then she tells the man, "I need you to man up, be a man for me," and all of that. What do you want? So it's confusing. I mean,
yeah.
until he actually opens up, and then you like he's making a mess of this whole thing.
But
So do you think there's something wrong with us as females as well? Maybe our mindset needs to change, and
To
we
be
don't really want emotionally expressive men.
To be honest, some people do not.
I'm not don't even know what they want.
Exactly.
They don't
I'm
know
not
what they
going
want.
to make it a gender thing now. Some people, even men that have women that you hear a man say she cries a lot or she talks a lot, she nags a lot.
She's emotional.
So I believe that if you're in a relationship, your partner should be able to express himself or herself freely, whether it's to cry, to shout. No,
But I think what's going on here is, yes, we want our men to be emotionally expressive. At least who wants to be a mind reader? I don't think I love that kind of job.
No.
No, I want to know what's going on with you and
Yes.
in you. But I think where the cringe is coming from is because as females, we must agree that the society has also affected us. We don't know how to react to an emotionally vulnerable man. That is just this whole drama.
Because
That's why when a man, we were not taught
we're not
to.
used to it. We didn't
watch,
grow up that
we watch,
way.
thank you. We watch the men being told to man up.
Yes.
And in as much as we want them to be expressive, somewhere in our psyche,
We don't
we also
just
think
want
they should
this,
man
yes.
up because we don't know how to respond to an emotionally vulnerable man. That's just where the mix-up is. So whether you like it or not, we still need the people around us, male or female, to be emotionally vulnerable, especially when there's trust. I'm talking of in a relationship
Yes,
setting
yes,
now.
yes.
Like someone who is my baby boo and my love and my babe. Come on, I need to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Meant to be a little bit dramatic, so you crack the nose.
Right? It can't be all stern and stoic and all of that all the time. So maybe us females as well need to agree that we need to learn to handle male vulnerability.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can get past that because I'm a very much a culprit. I can imagine myself having a man cry. Like I'm crying, you're crying.
Yeah.
And we're dabbing each other's faces with
I
handkerchiefs.
don't see anything wrong with that.
Wow. How are you going to look at him afterwards?
How is he going to look at me afterwards?
You know you are a female.
No.
It's the same stereotype that's going around. You're female, you're crying.
We are
And
breaking stereotypes.
we should be breaking them, but it's really funny. I cannot.
Very funny.
Just the way they stay at home, that thing was.
Yeah.
It's not really sinking
I had
very
this friend
well.
once at the time that I was actually in pain or something. I came to him. I was like, I don't like, and he's like crying. It's okay. So I stopped. I was like, are you okay?
I understand where people are coming from.
Yes.
If I'm down, I need you to be able to say it's okay.
Even when a woman cries, it's time for the man to be strong and be a chest.
man and tell me it's okay.
Even if
Don't
it's
cry
hurting him
with
way
me.
more than he's hurting you, but wow.
You should also be that way to the man.
Anyways, women, you heard it.
No,
Females, we need to learn.
You're done.
We need to learn how to handle male vulnerability because that's the reason why males will not be vulnerable. Because till today, they tell us women cannot handle us when we're vulnerable. It changes their perception of us. We could even stop being attractive to them. Yes, you could risk that. Like when I just look at him, I don't see any macho. Like I feel like
Man-in-law.
you get
It's not
so
man-in-law.
so a man wouldn't risk his attractiveness, when he sees you attach his attractiveness to his strength.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Until when you really search and see that this man is in pain. It takes a compassionate and mature woman to actually deal with that. And I don't think we're there yet. We're in transition. We're definitely in transition.
God help us.
Yes. So how do you think a man can break out of this be strong, be silent stereotype? Because at some point it's annoying, trust me. You're looking at a man and you expect this pain to be jabbing his heart, but he's pretending and he's faking and you can see through it.
Actually,
At that point, I don't think it's attractive.
yeah, the society nowadays, the society we are in now is actually making it easier for them now
To pretend.
Yes, no,
And
not
then you
to-
hear suicide.
No, not to pretend. To is, I mean, to be a little
To be
bit
vulnerable. Oh,
yes.
amazing.
Yes, the society is, the generation now, and everything is helping us. The thing is not as rigid as it was then.
Then.
Now men are being outspoken. Men are a little,
Yeah.
they are now speaking up. They are crying, and it's now being seen as something normal, unlike before. That once you see a man crying, is he okay? Now the environment is helping us, so thank God for that.
All right, we talked about money, but I still want us to touch on money a bit because whether you like it or not, it's a very important subject. It always causes very fat ruckus in marriages and relationships. Even people that are not married do. I'm telling you, it's a very thing. Do you think men should still be the primary provider at this rate? Primary. You remember you said we're supporting. I didn't say only. I said primary. Like the bulk of the money should still come from them. That's what I'm
in the facts.
Do you think so? Do you think men should still be the
Yeah.
should still be the primary
It's
provider?
not a question. That's a big
Yeah,
yes.
So in that case, when we're given an instance of the woman earning more, isn't she the primary provider? Even if you didn't tell the man to go, I don't like that face you're making. Even if you still told the man not to resign from his job, because of course you have to respect his passion, you earn more than he does. So that makes you the primary provider.
Definitely. Like
So-
situations. I'm talking about when we say yes, it's generally and
Yes.
pertaining to us, but there are situations where this woman is doing much better. In that situation, you
She can.
But the man is still doing something.
No, he's supporting in that case.
Yeah.
The fact that
He's not the
still doing
primary.
something.
You just get in the question. The hammer is on primary.
Yes.
You still think you
Yes.
still think the
Yes,
men should be
woman.
the primary provider?
Yes.
Yes, you still think so.
Of course.
Only in unconventional cases where nothing can be done, the men definitely should still be
Yeah.
the primary providers. At least we agree on that one. Because a lot of people say they want equality. I've seen females like that, like, let's split the bill. Let's split the bill. You keep saying that. But when the bill comes, what happens? Magic. You know? But sometimes it's not about income. You see when you said in a case where I think it's about security for the men. The reason why we're still banking on the fact that they should still be primary providers. Not every man can handle being a supportive provider.
Yeah.
And not every woman can handle being a primary provider.
Yeah. Generally,
That's true.
in fact, in situations where things like this happen, it's just peculiar. It's like 5% out of 100.
That's where the problem really is.
Yeah. So, of course, the man should be the primary.
It should be. It's not being
provider.
nobody's putting that.
All right, we have a lot of independent women out there. A lot of them were independent even way before they met you as a guy. So maybe what they just want is partnership support, not necessarily take all of my burdens away when there's no even burden to be taken away.
But you have to take it.
But do you think financial independence is changing relationship dynamics? Especially in this case where maybe the female is a primary. Do you think it's changing anything? Even if she's respectful, she loves the man. But don't you see that there's going to be some sort of imbalance in the relationship? Do you think so?
Definitely. You know, before a woman is always doing nothing, expecting the man to give her. And then when you are always receiving from someone, there are things you would just take from this person. Things you can't speak up on, or things you can't rebuke someone on this. You can't voice your opinion on some things, especially, like I said, when you're always on the receiving end. But now with women working, providing certain basic things for themselves, and some of these things are not wowing them anymore because if you give me something, thank you, I appreciate it. But now I can
It's
also
not a
afford
big
it.
deal, yeah.
I now take it. Yeah, it's not a big deal again. I take it now like, oh, you're doing something for me. You know I can afford this,
Yeah.
but you thought about me and you brought this thing for me.
Yes.
Then in that relationship,
It doesn't mean I should bend at your feet.
yeah,
You know? So there's going to be some
so
sort of
definitely there's
balance.
Yeah.
But Victoria, do you think men feel emasculated when a woman earns more? Do you think it makes them feel less of a man when their woman earn more?
Truth be told, some. Let me not say all, but I think some. Almost, yes.
But possibly,
I don't want to
it
say
could
all,
make
but
them feel that way.
yes, it does. It has this thing it does to their ego. So
One is that powerful.
yes, let's just state the fact. It has this thing it does to their ego. So yes.
But is this provider role outdated or is this still romantic?
It's very romantic. Very romantic. In bold letters, please.
Well, do you think that?
It's not outdated.
Wow.
You know,
So there's
romantic.
nothing like you just sitting down and your man is spending on you, like
I'll
you don't have to break a sweat.
No,
No, I mean if it does that, is it outdated or romantic? Why don't you want to give a yes or no answer?
Wait, I asked again.
Is the provider role outdated or still romantic?
It's romantic. But are you talking about the woman just staying and doing nothing?
No. I mean the fact that the man can provide for you
It's romantic.
is outdated.
It's romantic.
It's romantic. I would always see that as romantic.
It's not
Trust me.
outdated in any way. It's not outdated now.
So from today till forever, a woman will always want the man to be the
Like she said
provider.
earlier, I'm there to help.
Well, if you're watching right now, you can comment. Who do you think should pay on the first date?
Simply the person that
Initiated
yeah.
it. The person that
If
initiated
I'm
it.
asking you out, whether I'm a lady or I'm engaged, I asked you out, so come out.
But I gave you the privilege of coming on the date with
What
me as a
privilege?
female. Hello.
No.
A fine girl like me asked you out. That's a privilege.
Why
You should
you-
pay for the date.
No.
So why didn't we continue the dating on WhatsApp or on phone? Why did
If you're telling someone to
out?
come out,
I want you to come out.
You're
I should
handling
be left.
everything.
Take care
male
of
or
the bill and
female.
chest it.
Male or
All right, let's see what you have to say in the comments. Let's move on to the roles of household roles and invisible labor in the house. That's a very big contender. Remember, we're talking about who should change the diapers, who should do the dishes, who should do all of that. I mean, even in 2025, studies still show that women do more housework. Why? We don't know why. Because habits from childhood still persist. The boys are still not taught to take equal responsibility. You still hear, hey, your sister, sweetheart, come to the kitchen. You tell the girls to come to the kitchen and you tell the boys to go do something else, and all of that. So the mental load is real. Girls, we need to talk about this.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, as young ladies, we've always had this fear that, okay, when I get married, so I'm going to be the one doing all of this, The mental load is really real. Women are the ones who remember birthdays, remember appointments, remember groceries. You are a walking calendar, literally. You are a walking chart, walking alarm. Household project management. That is our specialty.
I think we're just projected that way.
We're not projected anything. It was projected into us. That's what we're trying to say. It was projected into us. So, can a true 50-50 split truly exist? I'll ask you, Victoria, when it comes to household roles, can a true 50-50 exist? I've seen women who try to implement that in their homes. Do you think it can really exist?
For some people, it can. It can.
But if we put our foot on the ground, can we make it work?
For some people.
Truly.
For some people, that's the reason. For some, it can, but I don't think it can work for others.
Gold, do you see a future where this is happening?
For some,
Our generation we are changing things. You understand?
A lot.
When, like you said, when we were growing up, it was so bad to the extent that your siblings will finish eating. The mom will say, "Mother, take your brothers to go and." Do you understand? But I think as a generation, we are changing that. I'm seeing parents in our generation just.
It reminds me of a scenario I had with my mom. My daughter, she just finished eating, and I asked her elder brother to pack up the dishes. She
Look at-
revolted.
Your mom will look at you
She
like,
revolted.
do you know what you're
It
saying?
was very serious, and I didn't overthink it because I was trying to create a situation where it should be seen as a service. But to her, how can a man pick up the dishes of
The sister and the younger sister for that matter.
yes? But I had to stand my ground
Of course.
because we have a future to
Of
create.
course. Certain things
All
now
right.
are no longer.
In fact, right now in the home, you might discover the woman takes the bulk of the work, and maybe the only chore she gives the man is, okay, please just make sure the trash, you take out the trash. Like, just take out the trash. Or make sure you help me just gather the dishes, I'll do them. Or just take the kids to bed. But this man will still see it as an equal chore share. Like, so why do you think men think just taking out the trash equals, when you say you don't help me in the house, but I take out the trash, hello, that's like 1% out of 99. So why do you think they still feel like, hey, I'm doing a lot even with just taking out the trash?
Because
Victoria?
they've not been doing it at all. So this little they're contributing, they feel this is enough, this is much. Because they were not trained that way.
Exactly.
They weren't trained that way to do this. So now when someone that wasn't trained in this direction now start moving a little bit towards this direction, he feels, okay, I'm beginning, I'm growing,
I'm doing so much.
Yes, that's
And
it.
if we're being honest, even in situations where they do these things at home, where they were brought up, a girl does this thing and it's her duty. A guy does it, boy.
Well
let me say,
done.
oh, you've done well.
You tried today.
They tried, though.
Your brother washed the dishes. Did the dishes today. Oh, that's so nice.
Just like a man who revolted because someone said, you went to pick your kid from school. You are such a responsible dad. He had to remind him, hello, that's my kid. My kid. He's also my kid. Like, all right, but how do you think couples can negotiate these roles fairly without the friction and everything? Like, fairly, when I say fairly, I'm not saying equally, but fairly.
I mean, coming to a normal crowd and having a conversation.
They could
Like,
negotiate
yeah,
something.
Know what you want. It depends on knowing your partner,
Of course.
knowing who you're with, knowing who you're staying with, and then together you guys can do whatever you want to.
Because I know men don't like being told you are going to be the one taking the trash out. This is your job.
I don't
You're
even
not giving me
like,
orders around my
I
house.
don't even like it. I you see me doing things willingly.
Once you
I
tell
want
me
to
do
do, but
something,
when
it
you come
becomes a
tell
burden
me
to me.
do this, it's
So how do we make sure this unspoken conversation happens, especially if he's not getting the memo?
that is why there's a period that has happened before you got into marriage, the dating period.
The dating
period.
exam.
We should have- Yeah, we should have had these conversations. I know, okay, probably you don't like, because there are chores we don't like. Even as women, if I'm in the kitchen cooking, unless it's your favorite team, I watch football too, then please enjoy. I will even, but please, situations other than that, you can just being there talking to her. Please
the
give me
long
the salt.
way.
You understand? That's why she said it depends on the person you're in the relationship with. Even when a man is in the kitchen, just gisting you.
It's okay.
It's for
So
some
we don't
people,
really
that's-
have to negotiate anything. We don't have to sit on the table and
Unless-
talk about chores like we're having a business deal.
Yeah, unless you're now with someone that is hopeless
involved.
in that area.
Because there are
Then
some
you
people that really
negotiate.
need to sit and have
Yes,
Yes.
if you are with someone that is hopeless, you don't even lift your hands in the house, then definitely you need to say, please, we are coming together. This home is us, it's not for only me. I know I grew up doing this, but please, even if it's like you said, trash, take it out. If it's the
Putting the kids to bed.
you need to contribute.
Bathing the
Not
kids in
only
the morning,
financially.
preparing them for school, while I make breakfast.
and home
See, I
training.
think just being a supportive partner would just handle all this. We don't have to sit and talk, but sometimes the negotiation is
Yeah,
necessary.
especially
you
when
need to
it's
put your
someone-
foot down, especially when it
Don't start what you can't finish.
yeah, especially when you're struggling in the kitchen and then it's just on YouTube scrolling through videos and reels,
Or making
and
noise.
the kid is crying.
Or making noise in the sitting room with his friends. And there are things to, you can just.
And there are things to be done.
Yeah.
At that case, I'll serve you dinner by 11 p.m. All right, let's talk about the dating scene. I think we're going to be wrapping up with this one. The dating scene. Gender roles are also twisting there, right?
Okay.
Yes. Who should make the first move? Gender roles. We know the guys always
Whoever
take
finds,
the bait and the hook.
whoever falls in love first, whoever finds the person attractive more.
If we are being honest, I don't think a woman should approach a man and say, let's date or something like that. Leave that for the guys.
But
But
she can say she
as a
likes him.
woman, there's a way you position yourself. This guy knows.
We're going to have a segment on positioning
Yeah,
alone.
Real lights.
We're going to have.
Yeah,
we're
that's
going to have.
real lights.
Yeah, girl, we're going to have a segment.
Color blindness.
We're going to have a section
It's not
on
for you.
positioning.
You push
alone,
harder.
alone.
But please don't go because men are.
Don't make yourself look too desperate.
Yeah, just position yourself.
Because you know when you're desperate.
You know the things to do to make this guy see you.
And he knows you like
Definitely.
him. He
Even
knows.
before you've even
He
done
knows.
these things.
They know
For you
what they
to,
are doing.
I don't know. For you to have gotten to a point where you're liking somebody, to an extent, this person is up because I don't even support relationships of I saw you and I liked you.
Love at first sight.
No.
They should grow.
Definitely. So this person should have shown
something
you
there
something to
That did this
so that you don't just waste your time. You're positioning yourself for.
So we didn't ask
someone
her the
that does not
question.
care.
Who should make the first move?
The guy.
Definitely the guy. I don't think gender roles are changing.
No, the guy is making the move. The woman, you can, if you're seeing that this person is not being a dullard in this situation, or he's not sure, because there are some men that know I want this person, but this
they're
person
not bold
wants
enough
them.
to take it to the next level.
You as a woman,
You can
we know
guide
how to
him.
do that. You guide him. Should.
And you position
Push him a
yourself
little bit.
and you green light, nothing more. All right, I think that's the best we can do on dating change on gender roles. We can, before we were laid back, waiting for we depended on the men for everything to happen, but now we can be in the background twisting the plot to suit us, and that's a subtle craft that we're going to have on another segment, girls. All right, we also have other gender areas that we're not going to delve too deeply in, like clothing, hobbies, and careers. Of course, we know all of those have experienced change in the modern time. We have women who have hobbies that are unconventional. Like, how can skydiving be your hobby? Like, hello. We've gone from packing up our skirts and running on stilettos to flying from mountains and, diving into the ocean from, oh my goodness. Talk about careers. Of course, we have women who are now delving into careers that originally were said not to be for females, or should we even talk about the clothing sense? I think that one, they blurred the lines. Sometimes now we don't even know which particular clothing is for females, because I've seen even males dress like females. What are we talking about here?
Yes, the everything.
Yes,
you're
I've
confused.
seen, there's a guy on TikTok. I find it hard to believe he's female. Every other day he's on makeup, he has his wigs. He has way better wigs than a lot of females I know.
And his lashes and nails and
Everything on fleek. I don't know what to call that. Anyways, gender roles are very confusing these days. The lines are blurring, like I said, and we don't know. Some people are gender neutral. Have we talked about that? The people who belong to the binary say, I'm not male, I'm not female. We've even had females gone to have mastectomies just to prove that they don't belong anywhere. I don't know. Do you think this new agenda of gender neutrality, do you think it's freedom, or do you think it's confusion?
It's confusion.
thank you, supported.
It is confusion.
Thank
What made
you.
them male and female?
Male and
Why are you
female.
confused on what?
I don't know.
Because when people think it's freedom, you can't detect or define me. I can't be defined. You can't label me male and female.
They need help.
Don't you think we're overcorrecting? I mean, there must have been a reason why that person thinks that way.
That's what she said.
They need help.
So what do you think the future holds for us? Is the future going to be gender free? Because President Donald Trump is stamping his ground on this one. Every form you are filling now, please, male or female, scrap that binary, non-binary thing. So do you think the future is gender free? Because very soon you might be out of that seat and someone else who is gender free might take over. What do you think the future holds?
It's scary.
Very, very.
It's scary because with the age of social media, even kids have access to phones and social media in general. And that is where these things come from. What do they call it? Is it queer they call it, or what?
Yeah,
They
queer.
are saying something, and when they don't have a force at home that is guiding them, you are this, you are not this. That's why you need to censor what your children are exposed
Even some schools, they
Even
teach these
in
things
books, you are
now.
seeing
Even
it
in
in books.
movies,
Yeah.
cartoons.
So that's why you need to censor what your children
Are
are
exposed
exposed
to.
to. You understand? So definitely, if you're not doing that, the future is scary. But as a parent, do your part and so
Try your best.
instill these morals in your children, so that even if they see these things outside, it doesn't faze them.
All right, thank you very much. This is Ladies Hangout, and we're talking modern gender roles. I hope you're getting all the education and fun you need. Modern gender roles are changing every day, and honestly, nobody has it fully figured out, not even us on the show. But conversation like this helps us to understand where we're going and how we can understand each other better, so that in case we find someone who is gender queer or gender neutral, we don't start.
Alphabets are too long now.
It's very long.
We started with LG, whatever.
Now there's a whole lot of categories that humans fall into. Anyways, thank you so much, Victoria, for sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much, Gold. It's been a very fun time on Ladies Hangout. Don't forget that you can like this video. You can share with your friends. You can subscribe to our channel so that you keep getting more of these exciting conversations, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future updates. Also, I would like to know, I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section. What gender role do you think is most outdated? And don't forget to stay on ComfortTV.channel. My name is Faith Kevin. Until next time, stay informed, stay connected. Bye.